Come, gather round, I'll pick up on our tale of 4 adventurers out blazing on new trail. With our boys back at Florence reconvened, they drive the monster cart back to the downcast scene. The halfling Ian begins to tell the tale of how attempts to aid this caravan have failed, but his reaction to Mimicrone cast doubt to what the Sandstrom involvement is about. The way he treated Kennam certainly doesn't help. 'Cause great happens. I don't know if you guys are like early risers, but I do recall that you went to bed super fucking late. And I don't know if Ears is the one who always wakes you guys up, or you just decide to sleep in.
Kennam's gotta wake other children up, so I'm gonna say Kennam gets up early.
Kennam has like 2 hours of sleep. He bolts up from bed and is like, alright, I'm ready to go.
Early to wake and early to bed makes a man healthy, but socially dead. Lannon is still asleep.
Alright, so it's like the wee hours of dawn. The literal wee hours. Like, there's actual, like, dawn light now. Kennam, you rise. Nobody else has risen unless Svein is an early riser.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so you get up, Kennam, you get up. What do you usually do in the morning?
Well, I want to make breakfast because, you know, that's if I'm teaching JM how to cook anyway, it's a good learning.
Oh well,
tool,
that works out
breakfast.
nicely because Svein wants to eat breakfast.
Good, okay. So, and just to clarify, Jam is still out and about then.
Yeah, I summoned her for the day.
Okay, so she's out. And
Okay,
she's
hold
like,
on.
what?
We'll have to reconstitute this in a second. I'm going to apologize in advance, and we're going to have to cut this bit out, but I gotta get my
What are
dice
you...
out.
No! I think my no was worse, actually.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my god. The dice hitting the thing is such a funny little peeking.
Cat.
What?
Your,
You should see what that looks like.
Your no
Oh, it looks hysterical.
was horrendous on the backup. It was
It's gonna
almost
be
in
great.
red.
It was almost in red, but not quite. That's my trick.
It was a gnat's
no.
ass away.
Oh my god, they're trying to vacuum.
What?
My family is trying to vacuum.
So,
Okay, we'll work on
because you're
that.
saying trying, I'm guessing they're not succeeding, or...
It doesn't sound very good.
Well, we don't hear anything
Yeah, I
yet,
don't hear
so
anything.
Yeah, because I dropped my mic.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
So
back
anyway,
in- back in
we
the
Back
can
to
still
that
hear ya.
cooking. Back to that cooking thing.
Okay.
You resummon Jam, and she kind of like tumbles out, sticks that landing. She looks up at you and she's like, Mr. Toshcobble! And she fucking gives you a little hug. Little hug on your hand. She can't hug anything else.
Fair enough. Well, she could probably do a leg. I don't know.
She's on the table. I'm gonna make the assumption.
Okay.
here.
Yeah.
She's on the
Okay,
table.
that makes sense. So good morning, Jam. How you been? Well, how did you sleep? Wow, I could not speak this morning.
That's okay. And she thinks about this for a second and she says, I don't know if I do sleep. Do I sleep?
I actually don't know. We'll have to put a pin in that and figure it out.
How'd you sleep? You sleep good?
Yeah, I was fine.
Yeah, I got
any
my
of the
2
others
hours.
I got my 2 hours.
Yes. Are we gonna make more cake? We gonna make more happy cake?
Happy cake's a bit of a special occasion dish. Let's go with something a little. Let's just have some eggs. Let's get some breakfast eggs going.
Breakfast eggs. Okay. And she is ready to help you with breakfast eggs.
Breakfast eggs.
Okay.
Love it. Love it.
So roll me that cooking. And I think I gave you proficiency now in cooking, so
Yes.
you can add your proficiency bonus.
I was already
Yeah.
proficient in nature. I'm still not entirely sure where that falls. Are we just
No, it's-
adding proficiency bonus to the nature check?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want you to be so good at cooking, Tom, that that's literally how you beat a boss one day.
I mean, if you want to give me that +10 in nature, go for it.
I think it'd be
these are the
swell.
best damn eggs you've ever tasted. That's a nat 20, putting it
Woo!
to a 30.
Starting it off good.
Oh my
Hell
god.
yeah. More charm person spell thingamaboops. No, I'm
Eggs of
kidding.
amazement.
Eggs of amazement. So Svein, you wake up and you kind of toddle into the kitchen and you smell like these heavenly eggs. What kind of eggs did you make? Is it like sunny side, scrambled,
All of them.
poached?
I made
All of them. Okay.
We need,
You
by
know-
the, as Svein walks in, we need to get more eggs, by the way. I made all of them.
That smells
Jam is like
delicious.
Jams on your shoulder and it's like, we made breakfast eggs! And she's got like a fork and she like, wait, I'm gonna roll for this because this could end really bad.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Okay,
dear.
so Jam has like a fork and she jumps off of your shoulder, Kennam, to like stab a plate of we call them poke-yoke eggs. They're sunny side up
Sunny side
slash
up, yeah.
over easy eggs.
She gets some
And
pale.
yeah. No,
Oh.
she stabs the eggs, but she kind of miscalculates a bit. What was supposed to happen was she stabs the eggs and she lands on the table. What actually ended up happening was she kind of like belly flopped into the eggs, and the yolk
She stabs
explodes all over her.
She stabs the table and lands in the eggs.
Yeah, kind of flip flop those. So now she's like a big yolky mess, and she sits up and she's like, "Well, I guess today's Yellow Day," and she starts just like. She can't really lick herself because her face is still stitched, so she just kind of like starts brushing it off and like shaking herself.
Prestidigitation. She's clean now.
It's like fucking Piccolo's clothes bead. She's like the most. Oh god. All right. So yeah, that's the scene you walk into, Spain.
Well, it seems that the both of you are very busy this morning, but it smells
Yes.
heavenly.
What's that?
It means that it's very, very good.
Oh, that's because it's Yellow Day.
Of
Is
course.
indeed Yellow Day.
Of course. I'll have to join in the
Um,
festivities.
Side
Yeah.
note: I'm putting prestidigitation on like to try and make like a little small box thing that just says today's color of the day is yellow. A little square of yellow on it.
Let's find things that look like yellow. Yay!
Alright, where's
You
love?
just became a kindergarten
wait.
teacher. I hope you're happy.
Yeah.
So as you guys eat these eggs, because these are not 20 eggs, I was trying to think of something good.
I heard that.
I'm gonna let you guys roll 1d4, and you get to add that to your permanent health.
What?
Ooh, I'm liking Yellow Day already. Oh, I got a 1.
Bet you wish you were a
I got
fucking
one.
early riser now, Lannon.
Shit, I forgot
I
to
got
roll
a
for
1.
health when we leveled.
No, Lannon.
Oh, I rolled for health, and I got a 1.
I got
Oh.
a 1.
And then I just got a 1 on my bonus health here.
One's for everybody.
Yep.
Slowly but surely.
I mean, a 1 is better than 0. You'll get like hit with an attack, and you'll be glad you had that
That's
one
right.
extra point.
Yep.
Okay.
Kennam has
bullshit.
been landing, like, ending most of his fights at 1 health anyway, so yeah, this
Well,
is
now
nice.
it'll
Yeah.
be 2.
Lannon sure as shit hasn't.
All right, so you guys are eating breakfast. Svein, I assume at this point you like tell Kennam what you're gonna do today.
Yeah. I'm
All right.
gonna do some shopping. See what I can find. Maybe find some items that'll help us on our journey as we face the unknown. And I was thinking about fixing this wand right here. Here's this old wand of fireballs.
Ooh, maybe we can try and do it. I've got that fixed thing now.
Oh, yes, let's do it. Now, I don't know if
I thought
it'll
that-
still work, but, you know,
Got that fixed in magic.
maybe I can sell it and just leave out the part that the magic doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, let's go. Alright, so I
literally
guess we're both casting mending on
Mend?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So wait, what makes your men specialer than
I was just hoping to
Spain's-
try and craft it into an actual wand at some point.
Well then, I'm gonna say you guys can. I mean, if you both do men, it's just gonna do the same thing. It'll just fix the piece of wood. In the way of crafting, however, I guess since it technically doesn't, since like the wand broke and I guess all of the fucking fire essence just went out of it, you could technically make this whatever wand you want. Like if you have a spell and you want to put that spell in this wand, I guess it's like an empty vessel.
Why would you do that?
Because none of them have any experience doing this, and I want to see them get a 1.
Oh, well, guess what?
Fair.
Svein just...
Oh wait, Cat, this is a new day, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a new day.
Important rules.
Important rolls. It's a
Shit.
13 and and a 12. Okay, so I can get
Maybe
middle of
don't
the
use
road shit.
those.
I can get middle of the road shit.
How many important rolls do you get?
Wait,
I get 2 per day.
is it important or portent?
It's portent.
That's what I thought.
Oh, all this time I... Oh, wait. Okay, this doesn't go on the recording, but all this time I thought it was important.
You realize that Nick controls this, and he's probably going to keep this
Yeah,
on.
that's alright.
I just want to know. But I would definitely also
It's
keep this
super-
in.
I'll keep it in
Super
mind.
disappointing.
But hey.
It was super disappointing though, because it got a 20 and slid off the desk.
Oh.
So I couldn't count it.
No, I'm glad you told me the truth. So, in the ways of that, if you wanted to import a new spell into the wand, I would say... Now, there's no craft in fucking 5e, which
I
is
mean, I'm
disappointing.
proficiency with carpenter's tools, and I've got knowledge arcana.
I guess we'll do that. I mean, carpenter tool has nothing to do with transferring spells.
That's woodworking.
That's nothing to do with transferring spells, though.
Fair enough.
So I guess just roll me Arcana, and I want you to be truthful. Has Kennam ever done anything like this before?
I'm sure he has not.
Okay, then we're gonna roll that at a disadvantage.
Okay.
Can Svein help him with his Arcana roll?
Sure.
Well, that's good, because it's starting... Wait.
And I'm guessing
he's
this is
helping.
also at disadvantage for Svein.
Yeah, because I don't think
Alright.
Spain's ever done something
No,
like this
he has
too.
not. So that's a 21 and a 19.
Ooh, the 19 is pretty
Yeah.
good.
Alright, so... 6 plus... is a... 13.
Okay, so I'm gonna say, Kennam, you start to kind of try and like scribe your new like spells into the wand, but you're kind of used to doing it the wizard way. So it gets a little like snag boodled with your new seedling power. And Svein's like, oh wait, I think I get what you're trying to do. And then he picks up the wand and he starts doing his rogue thing. And that works out a little better. So Svein, you get to pick one of your rogue spells to put in there.
Invisibility.
Oh shit.
Yes! That's
I
better
should-
than anything I had in mind. I mean, I was just gonna drop some fire spells in, but...
But fuck it,
That
this is
could be
way
good
better.
too. Yeah.
Okay, and I'm gonna say, how do we determine
or
the
we
number
could've
of
done counterspell. That would have been a nice one.
How are we
Wand
gonna
of
determine the
counterspell.
number of charges?
D6?
I was thinking D8.
How about roll me another Arcana? I'll make a roll and we'll see how this goes.
Who's rolling? Is it Svein?
Yeah, Spain roll.
Okay.
Just roll me a plain old Arcana.
19.
Ooh, wow, that's really good. That's like legit what I got. So
Nice.
What is the max number of charges a wand could have?
I don't know. I was
Good
looking at
question.
some. They were having like 6 or 8, something
I know
like
my
that.
Wand of Wonder has 7.
Well, hang on, sorry, I'm letting my cat.
Yeah, it
out.
looks like
Go, Peter,
7
be free.
seems to be the average.
Then we will go with 7 because that seems like a nice number. I think that's
By
what
the
the
way,
original.
audience, I do have a Wand of Wonder. I totally
No!
forgot.
I wanted you to forget. Shh. Shh. Okay, so now you have a wand of invisibility with 7 charges, and now that you reminded us, a wand of fucking wonder, also with I think 7 charges.
It does have
So-
7 charges.
Oh god damn it. Okay, so this is gonna be the episode where shit explodes. Or turns into potted plants. You're gonna turn this entire caravan into potted plants!
I don't think potted plants is a thing I can do for Wand of Wonder, unfortunately.
At least we'll be happy plants, though.
Yeah. Alright, so, so you did that. That's good. Continue as you were with your little conversation.
Well, that went nicely.
Yeah, I think that worked.
I don't know
if
one way to
you're-
find out.
Yeah, I mean, you want to give it a try?
Sure. Of course. Let's see. I know. And Svein is going to try using the wand on the eggs.
Bastard.
Wait, is Lannon
Okay.
down here yet?
I don't know. Good question. Lannon, are you awake yet?
Turn invisible. Turn it.
Let's
Svein,
see if
Lannon's coming. Turn invisible.
no. Let's turn the eggs invisible. Let's see if Lannon can find the eggs.
Okay, I'm gonna let this play out, but I want everyone to know I'm facepalming right now because you just wasted a fucking invisibility charge on breakfast.
We have to
But
see
it's
if
the
it works.
Yeah, we do have to
Okay,
see if it
yeah,
works.
no. Yeah, no, it's fine. Svein, I'm gonna say because you're the one who inserted the magical spell, you are quote unquote attuned to the wand.
All right.
So you fucking bippity boppity boop the eggs away, and Jam looks over and she's like, oh, "No, breakfast eggs!
It's okay.
Where'd they
It's
go?
okay, Jam. They'll be back. But shh.
Where'd they go?"
We're gonna play a prank. We're gonna play a joke.
Oh. Okay.
We're waiting for Lannon.
Yeah.
And now, and then everybody hides.
Yes. Yeah, Svein's gonna
Okay.
hide behind whatever furniture is still here. I guess there's not a couch anymore, but
No,
We don't have a couch.
we don't have
Hide
a
under the table.
Yeah.
Kennam's gonna hide under the table.
Wait, you're both under the table? You're both under the glass table!
yeah. However,
I forgot it was a glass table.
However, I will add that. Let's see. Where is?
I have a better idea.
I did get a 22 on my stealth roll.
Oh, so Svein is invisible under the table, but he didn't even cast invisibility.
That's
so
right.
I'm gonna hide like around the archway and then hide behind Lannon himself because I can use a medium creature to hide myself.
So now this just became a Looney Tune short.
Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
Excellent.
We gotta have
Alright,
those
so-
silly episodes.
Yeah.
Like, we gotta.
That's right.
Okay, so you, Lannon, it's probably about mid-morning now. We'll say like 8, 9 o'clock.
Okay.
You stumble down the stairs, and you come into like an empty kitchen. It weirdly smells like eggs, but there's no eggs, so that's crazy. And you don't see anybody else. Oh, actually, you can roll perception to see if you actually see. Holy fucking shit!
Oh, I. Did JM roll an extreme stealth?
I'm gonna get to that in a second.
Should we get to Kennam rolled a nat 20.
So 15 on perception. I'm not seeing that.
Okay, so yeah, you don't see dick. Jam rolled a nat 22, so I guess you guys are like in a great hiding spot, and you're just gonna do
Behind
something.
Lannon. He'll never see it coming.
So you're literally both behind Lannon.
Wait, hold on. I wanna see something.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, no, yeah. Alert has
What the
nothing to
fuck
do
are
with
these
any of this. They're
The
fine.
fuck are these shenanigans?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Lannon, go for it. You're in an empty room that smells like eggs, and there's nobody here.
The fuck? Where's that coming from?
Oh my god.
He just walks into the kitchen and is like, what the fuck? Did they like get air freshener or some shit? Is there such thing as refrigerators?
No.
No? Alright, he was gonna check in there next. Wait, then how do we keep our
I
eggs
like-
cold?
There's fucking
Magic?
freezing magic, yeah.
Okay.
I just like the image of like Lannon walking to a kitchen. And the first thing he thinks is, did we get air freshener that smells like fucking eggs?
Okay.
I don't know why that's so funny to me, but it is.
Okay.
Kennam wants to do something. He wants to use his tattoo to cast Unseen Servant to like pick up a plate of the invisible eggs and waft it under his nose.
Why do you torture this boy? Okay, yeah, go for it. Okay. I gotta take a drink. Hold on.
All of this is getting cut out.
No.
No.
I'm kidding.
Okay, listen. So,
dare.
Lannon, you open the storage room, trying to figure out where this delicious egg smell is coming from. And all of a sudden, like, it just, like, the scent punches you square in the nose. It's just like, and you start salivating, and then the smell just, like, dissipates, and it's like, It's gone. Where did it go? Nobody knows.
He's just like looking around, looking down at his hands, like, what the fuck is this?
Svein's gonna use prestidigitation to,
Oh god damn it!
on the surface of the table, just make like a little arrow that's pointing to where the invisible eggs are.
Oh my god. Okay. So, Lannon, you're like looking at your hands, questioning your life choices. And this big flashing arrow is suddenly like just appeared, and it's pointing at the kitchen island.
Yes.
Yes. What you doing about that?
Well, I'm gonna follow where the arrow points, I guess.
Okay.
And just
So
like,
you go over. Yeah.
just like, I don't know how to describe this. Like, swipe my hand down the length of the island. Slowly, so I don't knock anything over.
Do you do it slowly?
That's hoping.
Okay, so you start to run your hand across, and your hand hits like a plate. You hear like a tick 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 sound, and then suddenly Jam is like hanging off of your head, like she's upside down, looking in your eyes, and she's like, "Mr. Lannon, guess what?"
Well,
Yes.
I'm never
Doesn't
surprised.
even
Yo, what's up?
She's still kind of hanging there. She's like, "We play a prank. There's eggs there. They're breakfast eggs."
Why are they invisible?
I don't know. It's a prank. You don't look surprised though.
I'm not.
Oh.
We live with a wizard and a rogue who can do magic. Nothing surprises me.
Mr. Toxicopple?
Yeah, him.
And she kind of laughs, and she rolls off of your face, and she kind of lands daintily on the table, and she's like, "He's not a wizard. Don't be silly." And I assume at this point the eggs are not invisible anymore. Are they? Are they
don't
still
decide
invisible?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they're visible.
Okay, so now
Even
the
if
eggs are visible
even
to
if the
see.
spell doesn't wear off, maybe Svein will do like
You can cut it
he'll do
off.
prestidigitation to make like a crayon drawing of eggs, like an outline of where they are or something in the air.
Oh my
I don't
God.
know.
Alright, Lannon will dig in.
Okay. Lannon, you can also roll now. D4. Get them points.
Wait, is it D4 plus Constitution or no?
Ooh, yeah, it is actually.
Oh, we were adding Constitution?
Ooh,
Yes.
Nice.
I get one more health.
Woohoo!
Woo!
Same here.
I get another 8 fucking health.
Nice.
Woo!
Sweet
I need
fucking
you-
Jesus.
So Svein's
I need you guys to
gonna
understand.
come out from under the table and say, pretty good, huh?
Just like appears
Yeah.
out of the door right behind him, like, "Good eggs, Hog." Jesus Christ!
I can't be surprised. Alert doesn't let me.
So, like, if you ever have a surprise party, you're just gonna have like stone cold bitch face.
Yes!
That's
That's
too
exactly
bad.
it!
I'm so
You
sorry.
officially ruined your own life.
Also, I was looking
Yeah,
at
well,
a lot of the wands, and it looks like they have a thing. They regain their charges daily at dawn.
yeah.
They regain 1d6 plus 1. Well, a lot of them 1d6 plus 1 charges. Some of them 1d3 plus 1 charges.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but
How
no one
many-
here has a D3.
Hey, yeah,
12
wait a
for
minute.
these.
What? Yeah.
We'll get there when we
Yeah.
get there. It has 6 charges right now. Okay, so, Kennam, are you still being his shadow?
I'm still thinking about something fun to do, but I can't find it yet, so...
It's early. It's okay. It's still in the morning. His brain isn't working yet.
Okay, so, Lannon, you're now eating eggs. Svein,
Yeah.
are you gonna discuss with Lannon what you're gonna do now?
Svein.
Oh, sorry. It cut out a little bit. I missed part of the sentence.
Jesus, Svein, get your shit together! God.
Wait, okay, what'd you ask?
I said, are you gonna tell Lannon what you're gonna do
Yep,
today?
totally.
Go.
Gonna do some shopping.
Lannon, I know what we're going to do today.
I'm gonna build a fucking roller coaster. It's gonna be
Yep,
great.
in the backyard.
Where's JM? JM, 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 JM.
It's copywritten, you can't.
No! But yeah, so go for it.
And as you've seen, Kennam and I were able to infuse this wand with an invisibility spell, so isn't that great?
Oh, holy fucking shit. Oops, sorry, Jam.
Jane was just like poking the eggs, like, what?
I forget we
Selective
have a child
hero.
here now.
I'm just gonna tap Lannon on the back and cast Shocking Grasp for swearing in front of my child.
Okay, he was literally swearing.
It's non-lethal.
Hope you're ready to
Bomb
lose that
dropping.
arm.
Bomb dropping Fs everywhere when the egg situation was happening, and now you decide to do this?
Yes, because Kennam is a huge hypocrite about this. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
I am gonna drop a little bit of like a zap for Shocking Grasp just for funsies, though.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
I mean, I wasn't meaning to do any damage. I just wanted to, like a static shock kind of.
Like
Oh,
rubbing
okay.
your feet across the carpet.
Okay, so you do that, and then Lannon, you feel that out of nowhere.
Kennam's gonna walk out. So if you guys are going shopping, I actually have something you I have a list, a shopping list. If you will.
Oh, okay.
And you aren't
mean-
coming with us. Why?
Because I don't like that man.
Well,
Which man? There are many men there.
All the men.
Any of them.
Understandable. Have a nice
Okay.
day. Anyway, what's this list?
He's gonna write down, it's like, well, eggs are for starters, because I made all of them. Bitch and breakfast, we'll have to preserve these somehow.
I'm sorry, what
Didn't think
breakfast?
that one through. The invisibility's off.
No,
No,
what'd you say?
he-
Oh. We'll have to preserve that. I
No.
just made some of the eggs.
oh.
I said no.
I get it.
They're gone.
But I do have a few other things that I need you to pick up. And if you can find
Bacon?
this in particular as he's writing, if you can find this in particular, I have a wonderful idea I've been meaning to test out. And he's going to essentially, I'm not going to get too into detail with it, but more or less the contents of the components of making a box or a chest. And then on it, additionally, I want to write down if you can find a magic item known as the Ring of the Grammarian.
Oh no.
And it begins.
And it
If
begins.
you can find that one, he's like tapping on the Ring of the Grammarian. If you can find that one in particular, I've heard some ideas, I've heard some stories about it, and I have a wonderful idea.
And do you have any money?
I actually do.
We all have.
Yeah,
money.
how much money do you guys have? Just curious.
No, we all have money.
Aw,
We got a little
yeah.
loan from the royals.
Yeah, we got quite a bit.
Yeah.
What is it, like 1,000 gold pieces?
Just
Yes.
about.
I got
Yeah.
1,010.
1,020.
I got 1,010.
I've got
There you go,
996.
Wait, why do you have... What'd you spend your money on?
I don't
That's a
remember.
good question.
Daggers?
Yeah, the glass daggers, which broke.
Oh,
But
that's
they
right.
were fun.
They were fun. Their brief
Yes.
lifespan.
Oh yeah, does Svein have any weapons left other than his rapier?
He has a short bow, but he's thinking about seeing if he could buy a magic bow.
Trade that shit
yeah.
in. Alright.
But yes, if you can try and pick these up while you're out.
Well, okay. Now, what if they are out of stock on the Ring of Grammarian?
Well, then don't worry about it too
Okay.
much. But I'm going to be calling in a few people, seeing what we can do about it. Is there anything you guys are looking for in particular that I can call people up? And he's like holding the Stone of Far speech that we got.
Okay, yeah, like when you say call people, you just mean a person, right?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna be on the phone with Mina Lee, who
Yeah.
also has Hubert, and I'll probably be able to like call back to Smoldervin because they probably have someone back in Smoldervin that I've got a name of.
You're talking to Mina Lee, and it's like, wait, can I talk to the queen? And then you hear just like off the thing, like she covers the phone, like, hey, your highness, you got a second? are you doing? Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, how they're doing? They're doing okay. Yeah, she'll be here in like 2 seconds. Just give me a
No, man. Lannon has like one of those red phones. It's a direct line to the queen.
There we go. You got the number.
Yeah.
Okay. So Spain
Well,
and Lannon
I-
are gonna
I-
go
If you
shopping.
call,
Kennam,
learn
are
a
you
few
gonna
things.
do anything?
I suppose you could
Uh.
ask to see if they might know where. I've heard of this wondrous cloak, the Cloak of Displacement. It sounds great. So
Yeah, I'll
I
definitely
suppose
ask
they could
around
be on the
for
lookout
it.
for that.
Yeah.
I'll be your communications guy. And he like pulls up the pinky thumb thing.
Okay.
Oh.
And Jam kind of raises her hand. She's like, "What should I do? What am I going to do?"
Find things that are yellow. It's yellow day, isn't it?
Yes!
Sand is yellowish.
Can I go outside and get sand?
Stay near the cart,
Turn
but I'll let you.
Down
I'll let you
the
walk
volume on my
around
mic
on the other side of
just
the
a
cart.
little bit. There we go.
That's fine. Woo! I'm going to go outside. Mr. Lannon, Mr. Svein, I'm going to go outside. I'm going outside with you.
Okay.
Keep in mind, she has to stay within, I think it's 100 feet of me, otherwise she starts losing connection and phasing out of reality.
Yeah.
Oh.
Lost signal.
Wait, like phasing out of reality, like she goes safely back into the Kennam cabin?
Yeah,
or
she starts phasing back to the Kennam cabin.
Oh, okay. You made that sound much scarier.
Fucking cat.
Well, just keep in mind she has to stay near me.
Yeah, I got you.
Got it.
Got it.
All right. So the shopping team heads out.
Oh, Lannon, we might want to bring some of that happiness cake with us.
It's a fair point. Lana
Yes,
grabs
do take some happy cake.
Yeah, so you all have 2 pieces
Yep.
now. And you shopping crew heads on out of Florence. You kind of leave Jam by the cart. She is fucking ecstatic to play in the sand. She looks
Gonna make
very
some
at home.
sandcastles.
Yeah, she starts making little baby sandcastles.
I'm
Finds
gonna
a
just
hermit
give her a
crab.
pat on her head and then just walk off.
Okay. And she's like, bye-bye, bye-bye. Find yellow things. It's yellow day.
Yes, if you can find a yellow ring, please.
We'll keep an eye out for it.
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm handing them like half my gold.
Oh.
Ooh. You have a lot of
You
gold
guys-
to work with now.
Well, I'll split it between the two of you just so you can.
Just so one person doesn't
Just so
run
you can-
off like what's his face? Winslow.
Well, more like if one of you finds it and the other person doesn't.
Yeah.
So it's like, what,
Okay.
505 to each, or?
Each of you get 505. Yes.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
You guys are rolling
Oh,
in the dough.
Please
Right.
keep it. Please keep my money used for the components only.
Got it.
Yeah, don't be fucking spending it on Tic Tacs,
It's a
assholes.
lot of Tic Tacs. I'm gonna get the mega pack.
Listen, if they end up spending it on Tic Tacs, I'm gonna do my damnedest to enchant every single fucking one of them.
Individually, they will each do something different.
I will have. It's like the deck of many things, but for Tic Tacs.
No,
Oh,
it's like
God.
birdie bots.
Enchant one
like
with
Birdie-
wish.
Oh god. All
Tic
right.
Tacs of Wonder.
Tic Tacs of
Oh,
Wonder.
no.
Yes.
So you two boys then head off into the quote-unquote town. It's still the caravan,
Mhm.
and like
The
I
shanty
said,
town.
the shanty town. People are up to things. You've got some of the sand-strewn members doing their usual jobs. Like you see some of them setting up their wares. Some of them are like hanging up tents, opening up their carts because they like pack it all in when it's time to sleep. There's some people walking around. You see Sandstream members going to the makeshift fence to help the Salted Pearl people. And you make it to the center of this establishment where that big tented table was. And you don't see Ian anywhere, so he must be, doing leader stuff or evil stuff based on what you guys think of him. So you are now in these shady stuff. So you are in the middle of the sand-strewn setup, and you said you wanted to go shopping?
Yes.
All right,
Hope
so
you realize
where...
if we fight him, it's ending with a handshake of shocking grasp.
Okay, so where specifically do you want to go first? What are you going to look for?
Probably the materials to make the box.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go
Cheap
there
stuff
first.
first.
Yeah.
Cheap stuff first. Okay, so you kind of head off to the left side of the beach where it gets a little rockier. You pass by this big grand cart that sort of doubles as a stage, and you see some people are like setting up stage pieces. like a curtain and some props. And they have like a pile of wood off to the side. You can see that there's a couple halflings like using it to build up the stage more. And that's what you see. And if you want to get wood, that's probably your best bet.
Great.
Well, I suppose. Yes.
How persuasive are you?
Very persuasive.
Let's see if we can get some from these guys.
All right.
Okay.
That sounds good.
All right.
We're not
So-
using Happy Cake on this.
No,
Just to clarify.
no, we're saving that.
Not yet. Okay, so you start to approach. A couple of halflings kind of acknowledge you. You get approached again, similarly by a female halfling. She has what kind of looks like a mass of coral on a mask. And she has a very, very dark complexion. She looks like she's a member of the Salted Pearl. And she comes close and she says, oh, are you the men from yesterday?
Yes.
We are.
Yes, we are.
And she looks really fucking excited. And she pulls out her hand and she says, oh, you ended up saving my brother. I don't know how to thank you. And then she says like, Manuel, the man who saved you, he's here. And you see running out from backstage is that little boy who had like the sea urchin mask. And he comes running up. And he's like partially hiding behind this halfling female. And she says, oh, don't mind him. He's a little shy, but he's very thankful for what you did yesterday. Mr.
The name is Svein, and I'm glad to have helped.
And you see him kind of like poke his hat out. And he does like a really shy wave, and then he ducks behind her again.
Oh, hello there, Manuel.
And she holds her hand out to you, Lannon, and she says, you can call me Roel. And I have to say, I saw you fighting the squid yesterday, and it was, it was something straight out of a fantasy book.
Yeah.
Wait, did we break a chest?
We broke a lot of things.
broke a lot of
Svein
shit.
fell down and hurt his chest.
And Rel starts to nod. Rel says, no, absolutely. For someone who saved my brother, I mean, absolutely, go ahead.
Oh, well, thank
Lannon
you.
starts walking towards it.
Okay. And, Spain, are you gonna follow him?
Yes.
Okay. So you two start walking towards the lumber pile. And, there's some choice pieces. You could definitely take your pick, and Kennam could probably make a nice box. But
You could just pick the worst
beef-
ones. Just for
Or
Kennam.
you could pick the worst ones. Fuck him over. But before you do, I need you to make me a roll real quick. I think it's I just had this spell. I just ruined the whole flow of fucking everything.
What kind of roll are we doing?
Make me a strength saving throw.
Oh.
Ooh, 15.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
23.
Wow, that's even better. Okay. So you guys start going over to this wood pile, and all of a sudden, like, let me break down this day. It's a fairly nice day today. We're still like in the peaks of summer here, kind of related to fall. Pretty much still the peaks of summer though. So it's been nice. It's not very windy. All of a fucking sudden, this huge gust of wind is just like, and it is like striking against your bodies like a typhoon that popped the fuck out of nowhere. And you two managed to brace yourself. A couple of halflings, not so much. They kind of go, woo!
Lannon is unfazed.
Just completely unfazed. Stone statue still. And you hear a voice. And it's like out from behind the curtains a bit, like backstage. And you hear a voice, and the voice says, if I could think of a really good annoying accent, let's see.
Just transfer into Delilah.
And you've already made whatever you do extremely racist. With that one phrase. Let me think of an annoying accent.
The one voice. No, I love all people. Ignore that.
It's just their accents.
Ignore that you love all people.
Shut up. He says, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, let's do it. You hear a, what do you think you are doing? Get your filthy hands off of that wood pile. And you see, fucking rounding around the backstage is the most, like, fucking fabulous elf you've ever seen in your life. And Lannon,
Elf?
I need to clarify. I need to clarify. You've seen elves. Your mother is an elf.
Yes.
This motherfucker has, like, fucking huge antlers. Like, these are way bigger than any kind of antler you've ever seen in your life. There's, like, these fucking cherry blossoms just, like, blowing in the breeze. Like, in some invisible breeze. And it's just like, It's like an anime. And he looks like he's from an anime. He's got, like, this long, beautiful jet black hair. And he's got this, like, pale skin. And he is dressed just, like, head to toe in the fanciest stuff you can imagine. And he, like... He doesn't step, he, like, glides, and he glides forward to you guys. And, he kind of, like, slaps both your hands away from the wood pile, and he's like, no, you are not allowed to take this wood. This is the property of the, theatrical group of the Salted Pearl. He looks like he's about ready to fuck you up.
I mean, in fairness, they still...
Lannon pitches the bridge of his nose and is like,
Oh, God.
all right.
In fairness, I'm pretty sure they still think we're a theater troupe as well. So.
Oh my God, that's fucking great. I forgot.
We're something.
You were definitely something.
Lannon's just the hired muscle as far as I know.
So Svein's gonna step forward. He's gonna say, yeah,
Okay.
My good sir, we just need a bit of wood.
He holds up his finger the minute you say that, and he's like, "None, you shall address me in my proper name." And he pauses like for a dramatic second. You see like the sakura blossoms just like, and he says, "You are to refer to me as Master Sahwin, and I shall not be spoken to in any other way."
Well, if we're going by titles, then you may refer to me as Prince Lannon Sarandrum. Now, we need some wood. We were told we can take some of this wood. I mean,
Lannon.
are you using it?
Lannon.
Yes.
Lannon.
Yes.
So
Can
you said that you said your full title.
Yes.
And you started talking, like, you looked over, you gestured to the wood. You look back, this man's eyes, Master Sawin's eyes, they were like this fucking beautiful baby blue. They are fucking fiery red now, and he is giving you the death stare.
Motherfucker, my mother invented that stare. Try me.
And he takes a step closer to you, and he's like, "Oh, I wasn't aware that I was under the presence of a fake royal. That just makes it even better." And he spins around in his hair, like flicks against your face, and he says, "Now you are doubly not allowed to touch this driftwood. Off with you now."
I'm sorry, wait, hold on. Did he say fake royal?
Yes, he did.
As he's spinning, I'm grabbing his hair.
Okay, and
Oh shit! Cat fight! Cat fight! Cat
Svein
fight!
is gonna roll stealth. He's gonna try and sneak over and start taking the wood while this is going on.
Okay, I need you. Reflex. Let's go, bitches. Oh fuck, there goes my dice.
Define reflex. Just
Like, yeah. Dex versus Dex. It's gonna turn into a fucking cat fight. I'm so excited. Cat fight.
Modified 20.
Oh shit, he got 17. You snag a beautiful lock of like the jet black hair, and all the halflings collected were like.
Alright. My own eye starts glowing. You want to say that again?
I need y'all to roll initiative. This just happened.
What is this all?
What is this all? I mean, you know what I want.
Yeah, we're even gonna need Kennam to. Oh no, we need JM to help us out.
Yeah, we need JM.
22.
In fairness, I can get her to do like 3d8 damage.
Well, unless you know what's going on right now.
I don't.
Okay.
16.
You got a 16. Wait, I should take a note of this. I didn't think this day, guys.
No one
Master-
insults Lannon's name and gets away with it.
All right, Master Sawin, you got a fucking 10. Good job. What's everyone got?
16.
Okay.
22.
Okay, so Lannon's probably gonna go first. Svein got a 16, and Master Sawin got a... What'd you get? You got 10, my boy. All right, Lannon, you are up first. You got this boy by the hair.
All right.
We just need someone for Saint. We just need someone for Svein to hate.
Yeah.
Wait. All right. How tall is he compared to me?
That's a good question.
Are you counting the antlers?
Are you we are not going to count those antlers. Those antlers are like a good foot or two. Like, these are some long-ass antlers. We're gonna say he is, we'll call him like 6'4", 6'5".
Oh, he's a little bit taller than me. Fuck.
He's a little bit taller than you.
All right.
You can't take him to the ground.
Da, 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 da. Da, da, da.
All right. Let's see. All right. I have him by the hair.
It's like you've gotten in the situation, now it's like, shit, now what do I do?
All right. How? You said there was a stage. How close is that?
It's a good, like, 10 or 15 so feet away from you guys now.
Can I drag him over there
Oh my god!
and just bend him over the stage?
Now,
Just start
now why did-
mashing his face into it.
Oh, okay, like that. I mean, he's gonna try and resist, so you're gonna have to do, like, a strength versus strength. Da, 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 da!
Batista bomb his ass.
This is gonna be great. We're gonna title this episode the Sakura Smash. Oh fuck, he got a 10. Or he got an 8.
That's it? That's all
Yeah.
we got?
Excuse me, you just met the man and you're going to violently bash his head in.
He insulted my parents' name.
He insulted my
Yeah,
honor!
that is something you don't.
I'm not having that. But,
We're going to get banned from this place so hard, and Kennam doesn't even need to come out of the cart.
16.
Svein has an idea.
16. Okay, you have no problem, like, dragging this boy over to the stage by the hair, and you're gonna slam his face down, huh?
Yeah.
Oh god, okay. I don't even know what role that is.
Strength.
Unarmed attack.
Damage.
Improvised attack?
Damage.
Damage?
I mean, it's not like you can miss the stage.
Oh, you can
Oh, you
definitely
can miss the
miss a
stage.
stage. Let's just call this it. I guess it's kind of like an improvised weapon, with the weapon being your hand in the stage.
Does a face count as an improvised weapon?
Why are you guys gonna do this to me? I'm all ready to go, and then you throw this shit at me.
Does the fancy man's face count as an improvised weapon?
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. You just roll me an attack and just add your strength face value.
Face
No
value.
proficiency?
No proficiency, just roll your strength.
Okay. Natural 20.
Oh my god!
He's doing non-lethal damage.
He's gonna literally, you're gonna smash this man's face, and he's gonna just not have a face.
I'm
His
sending
face will
him
stick-
through the stage.
Oh my god. Okay, it's still 1d4 plus your strength, but now it's gonna be doubled. Oh shit, you're gonna break this stage and break a lot of hearts.
Max damage.
Oh my god!
So 14.
Okay,
8
let's.
plus strength.
Holy shit. Okay, we need to paint the scene here.
Dude, it's 8 plus strength. How do you have 14?
Oh, right. Modifiers aren't damaged. Or
Yeah,
doubled.
modifiers aren't doubled.
Yeah, that.
Oh, that makes sense.
No 11.
Yeah.
It's still pretty bad. Okay, so he says this insult. You, like, your hand whips out and snags the back of his hair, and your one special eye kind of lights a flame. And you just, like, drag him over, and he is, like, digging his heels into the dirt to no avail, or to the sand, to no avail. You spin him around once you hit this stage, reach your arm up, grab it by the back of his head, like, reel back, and just smash him into the stage. And he goes all the way through the stage, and he's at the bottom. Like, he hit the ground. There's, like, a face-size hole now at the center stage.
Cool.
And it's just like pin drop silence goes to everyone. They're like,
never insult my family's name again. Now stay! I'm walking towards the woodpile.
And Svein.
Well, I'm gonna.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna have you stick around there for just a hot second. You can say that line and everything, but I'm gonna have you stick around for a hot second.
All right.
Svein, go ahead. What are you doing?
It's-
Your turn.
Svein is gonna walk up to the stage and then just take a bow and just say, "Thank you, everyone, for attending our performance today. We hope that you really enjoyed it."
Are you gonna try and bullshit this whole audience?
Yeah,
I love it!
Okay.
we'll see what happens.
Okay. I wanna know what
22.
happens. Wow. Wow. Okay. So you say this, Svein, and everyone still kind of looks a little stunned. But then that Manuel, from behind his sister, you hear like a. And his sister like awkwardly joins in. Fuck, what did I say her name was? Real joins in, and then the rest of them kind of like hesitantly go, and it's like, wow, that was pretty. Yeah, did you see how realistic that was? I think that's like, did they use fake blood? That's some good fake blood.
Wait,
Dang.
wait, what was his name again? I gotta add that to my enemies list.
Master Sawhin. So that's Sawhin. Sawhin. And is that all you're gonna do, Svein?
And then he's gonna go up and pat Lannon on the back and say, you elves and half-elves, always sharing such a bond on
Can
the
you
stage.
reach my back?
I don't,
He's on the stage.
Fair.
I'm about
4 feet,
4
aren't you?
feet. Yeah, I'm a tall
You can
dwarf.
do it.
Yeah.
Okay. I now need both of you to make me a wisdom saving throw, and I need you to do it at disadvantage.
Is this against Charming?
Yes.
Then I get advantage.
Then you just do it normally.
Yeah.
Alright, so I got a 16 for the first one.
Okay.
No.
Oh, and a 19 for the second one, so I guess I'm going with 16.
Thank
So
you,
16.
dice!
Is it not 20?
Yes!
Okay.
That is not having any of this shit.
He's not having any of this shit.
So, 22.
22. Okay, so you watch as, like, you turn and you start to walk away, and you watch as, like, anime as fuck, Sakura petals are just, like, blowing past you. And you turn around, and Master Salwin is, like, back up, he's standing, he looks perfectly fine. And he's clapping, too. And, he says, yes, that was, quite a performance. You must be quite good at that. And for a brief second, Svein, you feel like a weird tickly feeling in the back of your head. And it kind of fades away. Lannon, you immediately recognize, because you've seen this enough times, this fool tried to fucking charm person you. Here's the thing, because I think you're well aware. I have, like, this visioning where, like, your mom is like, look, charm person is bullshit. Here's how to resist it. Here's the crazy thing. So all of that training that you had with your mom about, like, how to resist charm person, and this is what it looks like with someone using this charm person. It kind of almost didn't work, which was a little spooky. And you almost get this feeling deep in your gut that, that wasn't a normal charm person. That was, like, charm person magnified. Like, something had just magnified that to a 20 when it's usually, like, a 15.
Oh, shit.
And Sawhin kind of looks at you guys for a second, and just for a moment, you see that there's this, like, flicker of disappointment, and it quickly pushes away, and he says, and it looks like he's about to say something else, but then Raoul and Real and Manuel come up, and Real's like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, Master Sawin. I said that they could take a couple pieces of wood. They said they needed it to fix something. And you see Master Samhain, like, get this sort of, that kind of smile that you're not actually smiling and you're actually about to beat the shit out of the first person who talks to you.
It's a forced smile, yes.
Yeah. Looking down at Rio, and he says, "Oh, did you now?" And you kind of see her recoil a bit, like, yes, sir. I mean, we found a lot, so it didn't seem like a problem." And you see Master Samhain kind of tighten for a second, and then he relaxes and he looks to you two, and he says, "Take what you need." And you watch him, like, spin around, and his hair kind of, like, whips in front of Real's face. And she's like, And he walks behind stage again, and that's the end of that. Unless you're going to chase him down, I'm going to end the encounter.
No.
Yeah,
Svain's
going to shake his head and go, no.
What a dick.
Let's hope that we don't meet him again.
And Real kind of comes over to you and he says, "Oh, I'm sorry about him. He's our theater. He's like our culture, the head of culture. Sort of have to go by what he says. Sorry about that."
That's okay. Don't worry. Don't apologize for him. It's his fault.
Being a dick. And she says, I still feel bad, so I want you to have this. And she has something in her hand, and she gives it to you, Lannon. And it's like a small little trinket. And she says, it at least from what I've been told, it's supposed to mean like a strong ruler. And well, I suppose a prince is the strongest ruler I can think of.
His eye is no longer glowing. He's just like, "Thank you. I'll keep this safe." And puts it in his pocket.
And if you need anything else, just let me know, okay? We live out in the sort of the cart over there, and you guys turn and see that there's like kind of a smallish cart made for two little people. It's got some coral bits on it. It's got like a net with some starfish woven in. And I want Svein, you speak Dwarvish, right?
Yes.
I mean, I would think you would.
Yes.
Lannon,
does
you
too.
Lannon speaks Dwarvish too?
Lannon speaks Common, Elvish, Dwarven, and Halfling.
God damn, your mom taught you a lot.
Yep.
Okay, so as you guys are collecting wood, she goes to turn, but then Manuel's kind of like tugging at her sleeve a second, and he's pointing to you two, and she kind of nods, and he comes over, and he says, he kind of like leans in, and he says, "Can you help us?" And he's not speaking Halfling, he's not speaking Common, he is speaking Dwarven to both of you.
Oh.
Oh.
And he kind of like looks around for a second and he says, "Can you come by later tonight?"
Well, I'm sure that we can do that, right, Lannon?
I mean, yeah. We got nothing really better to do.
He looks like fucking relieved. And then he turns around and he runs back to his sister.
So, Lannon, you speak Dwarven?
I speak a lot of things.
I speak the language of love
So then,
as well.
in Dwarven, Svein's gonna say, who knows what they need help with, but, maybe you'll get to hit that one guy in the face again.
Pray to Jesus!
Oh, with any luck.
Alright, so you got your wood. What's next?
Ring of the Grammarian.
Alright,
Fuck's that at?
Yes.
good question.
It's a good thing
So
we
you're-
didn't get eggs first. Might have
Yeah, my
broken
God.
those.
So you kind of wander back into town. There's a couple of stalls that are set up for sort of shoppy goods, or like just people who are working on their wares, and you can approach them and like ask them. And you sort of strike out a couple of times. Like you approach a halfling, one of the Sandstrewn halflings, who looks like maybe they could help you, but they're like, "Ring of Grammarian." Get that level 20 shit out of here.
Damn it.
So yeah, pretty discouraging. And then, as you're sort of like about to give up, you hear somebody say, what do you mean that's not a fair price? I think that's a pretty fair price. I don't know what kind of backwater continent you came from, but for where I'm from, that's like the cheapest I can get.
Lannon kind of just like stops in his tracks and is like, I've heard that voice before.
I know that voice.
I would know that country accent anywhere.
I've only met one. Nobody's gonna get that.
Nobody's gonna get. I'm fine with that. Anyway.
Okay, just so we're clear. Yeah, so you're gonna go investigate the voice?
Yeah.
All right. So you kind of go more on the outer skirts of the little shanty sand-strewn setup.
Cool.
And you see...
The
shan't-strewn. And you see a different cart. It looks nothing like the other carts. This is a very, like, practical, bare bones, I just need to get around kind of cart. And there is a halfling, male and female, and they look to be twins. Like, they both have the same kind of mask that's both like some kind of sea bird. And they seem to be arguing with another halfling who, fairly familiar, has a lot of, may we say, cat accessories upon her person. It is Mina Lee, her and her cart. She has arrived in Sandstone, and you have no fucking idea why. And you hear like the halfling twins say something to her, and she gets like really red in the face. She's like, I ought to swing over this here stall and smack you right in the face. And she looks like she's about to, but you see like another person kind of come up from behind and grab her, and he's like, no, please, Mina Lee, don't do that. I don't want to get in trouble. And it's Hubert. Hubert's with Mina Lee. He's not in his usual getup, but he's there too, trying to stop Mina Lee from punching people in the face.
All right, for the sake of Lannon's intelligence, he like for a split second thinks, "Oh shit, that's Winslow. He's back." He hears the voice.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so you two get to go over.
Yes.
Mimichrome axe sticks into a nearby wall. Oh, wait, sorry, Hubert.
Oh shit, Hubert, I'm sorry.
No, he doesn't have the mimichrome on him currently.
Oh, that's probably a good idea.
He just has his regular axe.
Okay. So this scene is playing out. Mina Lee is like...
axe?
Yeah, I have a regular axe. I have a
He does. He's a backup. So yeah, Mina Lee is like halfway over the stall. The twins are sort of like leaning back like, oh, Jesus. And Hubert is like grabbing onto her shoulders like, no, please, don't.
Now, everyone, calm down. What's going on here?
Mina Lee looks at you two, and her face fucking is like ecstatic. And she's like, oh, well, bite my butt, it's Svein! And now she like totally loses, like Hubert loses his grip on her completely, and she's just going into like full-blown tackle hug on you, Svein. And she's like, I can't believe it's you two! What are you doing here? Oh wait, no, silly question. I guess you're asking what we're doing here.
A little bit.
We were going to ask that, yes.
Well, you're gonna have to wait a second, because I'm dealing with a bunch of, fucking...
Hey. What's this about?
And Hubert, like, kind of leans over, and he's like, well, you know, like, words get exchanged, and misunderstandings happen, and you see one of the halflings lean in, it's one of the Sandstone halflings, leans in, it's like, these guys are calling us thieves! I wouldn't steal this shit if it ain't even worth the dirt on the ground. And Hubert's like, I mean, it's sand, but I know what you mean.
I love Hubert.
And Mina Lee's like, yeah, so I was about to teach them sticky fingers what happens when you stick their fingers in the wrong places. And she's like fucking ready to go again. She gets off of you, Spain. She's like 2 seconds away from clocking the nearest twin.
That's a much tougher grip to get out of. All right, what do you mean? What do you mean sticky fingers?
The other halfling twin is like, this crazy person keeps saying that we stole some kind of like wand or something. I didn't touch anything. You can check my pockets. I ain't got shit. And he's like holding up his hands.
Well, okay, let's see then.
And he does so. He like empties out his pockets. He's like shaking his bag down. He's like, see, I didn't steal anything. And then you see the female twin kind of like starts emptying out her pockets too. And she says, yeah, we don't have anything. So you gotta get your fucking cat under control, sir. And she's looking over at Hubert. And immediately he's like, ooh. You know what happened? You want to get this cat under control? It's a little too late for that. The claws are coming out! And then you see, like, literally...
Lannon's gonna start petting her head and be like, calm down.
No, shit's okay. She's like, her eyes kind of whip up at you. It's like, you really think that just petting my head, that's really gonna... No, but you have to understand, that's not actually gonna work. Like,
Persuasion.
Shh, just eat this cake. Shove it in your mouth.
16.
Oh, yeah, so she kind of, like, tempers a bit. She's like, oh, well, that actually... I'm not gonna say I like it, but I'm not gonna tell you to stop. And so the halfling brother and sister... The sister looks at the brother, and she's like, well, you know what? We didn't want any of your garbage anyway. Let's get out of here. And she starts to turn to leave, and the brother follows suit. And Hubert just is like... Mina Lee, we like, you can't keep doing that. We're not gonna sell anything if you keep doing that.
Now, why did you think that they stole something? Is something missing from your inventory?
Yeah, something's missing from my inventory. Wait, can you? And she's like very sadly gonna duck out from under your hand, Lannon. And she starts kind of like rummaging through her stuff. And she says, I had a freaking... Look, y'all aren't gonna believe me on this. I had, like, the coolest ring ever, and now I can't find it anywhere.
Really?
What kind of
Yeah!
ring?
I mean, listen, your mom said, Her Highness? Shoot, what am I allowed to call her now?
Either one is fine.
Okay, well, your mom Highness said that we should bring some stuff down here. She heard, Kennam kind of told us what was going on down here, so, well, he didn't really tell us what was going down here. It was kind of more like a, And then Hubert steps in and he says, Kennam kind of called us a while back, said that you guys would be at the Astral Puddle, and we decided that we would meet you here. Didn't realize this situation was going on. Something about the sea. So we've been here for a bit, but yeah, the Queen said that since we were here, we might as well help out. And then he stops for a second and he says, oh, wait a minute. I totally forgot the reason we came here in the first place. I wanted to see Winslow. Where is he with Kennam? Like, where's Kennam at?
Lannon's face grows sour.
Winslow has...
Oh, no.
Run away.
Yes.
What do you mean?
He bolted at first sight.
He was here with us, and then when we weren't looking, he ran off.
Ears and Loeb went to go find him.
I mean, is he okay? Like, I thought things were going okay.
He's something.
Well, yes, we thought things were going okay. He didn't mention anything before he left, so...
And, Hubert's face kind of falls. He looks really disappointed now, and you see Mina Lee, kind of like consoling him a bit, kind of like patting his thighs. Height. And she's like,
Should we leave you two alone?
I'm sure he can't get into that much trouble, can he? I mean, really now.
Yeah, he's not.
I mean, he's one person. And Hubert just kind of gives her a look, and he sort of just shuffles back into the back of the wagon. And she sighs as she looks over at you two, and it's like, y'all just couldn't have lied, huh? Really had to just, like, sprinkle that truth?
Well,
couldn't even sprinkle that truth. You just fucking, like, force-fed it to him. Really?
He asked.
Yes, and I'm sure he'd hear it eventually. Better we tell him now.
In kind of a whispered tone, Lannon's gonna be like, he wanted to know what happened to his asshole of a brother.
Well, yeah, but...
Don't give me that look. He tried to kill us.
Kennam was making it sound like the guy was getting, like, better.
Yes, that's probably why he was able to escape so easily, because we began to trust him. Now, about that
What?
ring.
Oh, right. Your mom gave me it just in case I ran into trouble. It's like a ring, fuck. How do you say it? It's like it starts with a G.
Graham
a-
crackers?
Long list of the shopping list. Grammarian.
That's totally it! She said it's really rare and I'm not supposed to lose it. And then I go and plumb lose it. I'm gonna be in so much trouble.
So, why do you think that the halflings took it? Were they your first customers?
I mean, look, I had the ring, and then they came, and now I ain't got a ring.
Now, I'm not trying to make
mean,
any
that's solid.
accusations, but did you ask Hubert where it is?
Spain,
he's
you are
n-
my friend, and I appreciate your friendship, which is why I am not going to claw your eyeballs out for even suggesting something like that.
No,
Listen.
literally, and it could be anyone.
Well, what I mean is, did he see anything?
Oh. Well, no, because if he did, he would have told me. Listen, okay, look. I am in the
Alright,
same boat
look
as
or
y'all.
listen, choose one.
Both. I got sort of the haves and halves with Winslow there. I don't even know how you guys lasted this long with him. Just between us. I think he's like the rotten apple from the tree. And
Oh, you and me
I-
both.
but listen, Hubert ain't like that, and I really just he's so fixated on fixing something that may just be broke and shouldn't be fixed. You know what I mean?
Try using mending.
I get a little protective, you know. Like God.
Okay.
We understand.
Cause like listen, back at Smolderven, he got so much shit. And it was the worst. It was the worst like month of my life. It was the worst month of his life. If he wasn't friends with the queen, I'm pretty sure they would have like hung him, which would have been a mess. I don't think Hubert would like that very much. Being
No.
hung.
I don't think so.
So, jeez. Yeah. So, okay. Let's get off these topics. Sad topics. Can I help you with anything else? Like, I guess I'll find the ring later.
Well, why don't
Was there any?
we track those two?
Now, Svein, and she kind of like leans in and she smiles like, that sounds like nefarious things to do.
Not if they did something nefarious first.
Then it's
Use
just
your
doing
finger
good.
guns.
That's right.
Just-
They cancel each other out.
I mean, if y'all would be obliged to that, I might let you poke through my wares for a freebie.
Sounds good to me.
But I mean, you got to get it back first, because literally, Lannon, I love your mom, Highness, but I think she'd actually turn me into a frog and then boil me alive if I lost this ring.
No, she would. She would.
Just saying.
We can track it down. I think. Let's go stealthing. Come on, Svein.
Pretty
That
much.
sounds
so,
good.
uh,
Well,
Lannon in
You
his
guys
giant
are
free to
flunking
buy
plate
anything?
armor.
now
yeah.
we do have the wand.
Sorry, the fucking shit keeps cutting out.
Oh.
God damn it.
Well, now Lannon, we do have this wand,
We do.
so there is that. And I know the
Yes.
invisibility spell as well, but your armor, it might give us away. The sound.
Maybe. Well, I mean, listen, they're like them sand-strewn people, ain't they? So they're probably not going anywhere. So,
Yeah, they're here to help the Salted Pearl.
help. That's funny.
Help is the word I'm using.
Well, then we'll just help them.
Well, no, if y'all do that, I'd be mighty appreciative. And, listen, and her voice is kind of quiet again. She's like, listen, if there is any news about Hubert's brother in the ways of him either being alive or dead, maybe don't tell him first.
Gotcha.
We'll
I'll
run
leave
it.
that to you.
We'll run it by you.
Yeah. So, yeah. All right. Hey, so follow up to that. I was wondering if we've been here for a bit. How long have you guys been here?
A day or so.
A day? Yes.
Okay. Well, we've been here like kind of a day or so too, maybe an extra day than y'all. I've been trying to find, cause last I heard my brother was supposed to be here, and I can't find him. Like I haven't seen him yet, and no one's really talking about him. I mean, I know he's like part of the whole like scouting and shit, but you guys haven't seen him, have you?
Does he have a name?
It's Yash.
No.
No.
You fucking liars! You want me to stop shit? Don't you write in this sweet pea?
You know what? She legitimately wanted that.
15.
That's a pretty good lie.
Svein, you are a skill monkey. in
15.
charisma. Oh, thank
You are lucky she got a 7. She looks a little sad. She's like, oh, well, I guess he's not back yet. Well, all right. Well, if you see him, let me know. Like, he's been writing to me about some girl or something, so maybe they're off just finagling somewhere. Fucking idiot.
It could be.
Could be. All right. Well, just let me know, I guess.
Alright, we'll go track these.
We'll do.
things down.
Oh, wait. What does this ring look like?
It's a ring.
Yeah, it's gold. It's got creepy writing on it. If you put it in a fire, it's got creepy writing on it. Sometimes it talks to you.
Puts you in a different dimension.
Okay.
You know.
Puts you in a
Just
different
want to
dimension.
make sure we know what we're looking for.
Yeah. Now, Maya, did you actually want to buy anything? Just curious.
Currently.
Yes.
Cough, cough, spin the wheel, cough, cough.
What?
What?
Oh, spin the wheel. You think? Alright. Hey, you think we could spin the wheel?
Spin the wheel. Oh, you mean my carnival game?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna say this is definitely enough time for Kennam to be making calls. I'm sure Meanly has gotten one by now.
Yeah. I mean, yes. I mean, listen. You could. I mean, this could be your prize for getting the ring back, or I guess you could just pay for it and then you can spin. Either or.
How much is it a spin?
Well, now that we're outside, I'm gonna say a gold piece.
Okay.
That
Oh,
sounds
I'm in
good.
process.
Hey, wait, Lannon, is that good? What is this?
It's a carnival game. We
Spin to win, motherfucker.
give her a bit of money and she gives us a prize.
Got it. That sounds good.
Fucking
Yeah.
Lannon's going in on that.
I'm about to say, I don't know if. What,
Yeah.
Lannon, you played my game, didn't you? Or no,
No.
you did?
I
No, it was Loeb and Kennam.
Weird. How'd you even know I had this game? It's almost like a disembodied voice screaming at you from across the way.
I'm
and
sure.
told you about my carnival
Okay, how
game.
about this? We'll resolve this properly. All right. Kennam's giving a call to me and Ali at this point.
Like right this second?
I mean, he planned on doing that for the day.
Oh, okay. So, me and Lee's like, oh yeah, let me just ring, 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 phone call, ring, 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 phone call, phone call. And
It's a
she's
phone. It's a stone call.
Stone call, stone call. And she's like, oh wait, hang on, Hubert, can you deal with this thing? I gotta take this call. Can you set up the wheel? And he's like, yeah, sure. And she goes to the back and she picks up the phone call, and Hubert's setting up the wheel. I just realized I made a terrible mistake because now Hubert is with one crew and Mealy is with another. Oops.
We'll just pretty much the second Kennam gets the word that they're in town, he's going to ask to just have them bring the stone out towards this, so we can all have one big chat.
Okay.
Is the big idea here.
Oh, okay, cool.
Solid.
So
That's
then,
the big idea. He wants to be the disembodied voice.
That's a
So-
rock solid idea.
So Hubert comes out, he starts setting up the wheel, and there's kind of like an awkward silence, and he turns and he's like, so about that whole, and then immediately busts in and she's like, yo, guess who's on the phone right now? I mean the stone
phone?
right now. Shut up.
There you go.
And she slaps the stone on the table. And Kennam, you are now in the session. Congratulations.
Hey guys, how you been?
Hey!
No, pretty good. I kind of
Kinda?
smashed an elf's face in.
But it's all
What?
good for now.
I thought
Kind
they were
of.
halflings.
Different guy.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
And we might have to deal with him later? Tonight? We'll see.
Wait, what did you guys do?
Don't worry about
Don't worry about it.
You guys say that, but I do worry about it. Like
You're
a
just
lot.
like your brother there, only you don't worry, you worry about it a bit too much.
He just gets really quiet and you hear like that.
Oh.
He just gets all mopey. And the meaning is like, so anyway, Kennam, where are you at now? Why aren't you like here?
I'm back at the cart, dealing with communications.
Why?
Because I need to do things. Jeez.
Oh, but I was looking forward to finally seeing your mask. I mean, it's gotta be fixed by now.
Yeah, about that. We'll talk about it later.
I dropped it and it flushed down the toilet. What a bummer.
We'll definitely talk about that at a later time. But I
you could come
hear.
by our cart.
Ooh, that sounds exciting. I don't think I ever saw y'all's
I
cart.
don't. I don't suggest that. Look at your hand and figure it out for yourself.
Shit,
What?
you're right.
And Hubert and immediately both look at their hands like, what's wrong with their hands?
Not yours. Don't
Lennon
worry.
puts his right hand behind his back, just like,
You have a fucking glove on.
yeah.
We have some security measures that our head of security isn't around, so we wouldn't want to have any danger fall upon you for.
Oh, I mean, I guess. Hey, so your friend said they were gonna help me find a thing. That's fun. You gonna help them find it too, or something?
Sure, I have plenty of I have plenty of ways of finding things.
And then you hear in the fucking background, "It's just Cobb. Who's that?"
Oh my God, you haven't met Jam. We totally should set up like a fun day to hang out. Yeah, we should do that at some point.
Wait, I haven't met who?
We have a new friend.
I'm Jam, and today's color is yellow.
Well, doesn't that work out nicely? We're looking for a gold ring.
Well, I mean,
Really?
yeah. What? Okay. Anyway,
Today is
yeah.
yellow.
She puts a color to each day.
Today. Wait. Today is yellow. What does that mean?
Well, you see, yesterday was blue.
What?
And the day before was red.
Wait, I'm confused.
It's a child. We have a child in the cart.
We have a
Wait a minute. What do you mean you got a child in the cart? I thought y'all were going on some kind of dangerous expedition.
Oh, we are.
Yeah, we can't. It's a long story.
We'll explain to you at the cart.
I legitimately do not have enough time to figure this out.
Well, all right. Well, hey, Kennam, your friends are trying out my spinning the wheel. Do you want in on this?
Kickin', they have my money. Lannon, spin for me.
Okay.
Alright. We will end this then with some D20 rolls. Let's do it. Hell yeah.
Actually, real quick, what was the object
The
you're
object?
looking for?
Oh, okay. Listen. I feel like if I keep throwing out in the universe, Miss Highness Mom is gonna figure it out, and then I'm gonna get
Just-
toasted.
Listen, if you describe it to me, I can help.
Don't make fun of me.
It's a gold band that you put around your finger.
Yeah. And it may or may not rearrange letters in spells to make things better or worse. Kind of goes
So
both
she
ways.
just- Listen, if you can give me as much detail as possible, I can help more.
It's
We'll tell you back at the cart.
yeah, no,
We're
seriously,
coming
I
back
don't
with some lumber anyway.
I don't want to keep throwing this out in the universe. You know
That
she
is
has
fine.
she
That
has
is fine, but I will
she has
just
years
promise
with her.
Promise me I'll get a description on this.
Yeah.
Or a name.
And then Hubert kind of leans in. He's like, "Well, I mean, given how business has been going so far, we'll probably have some free time soon." Just saying.
Oh, busy day? Almost out of stock?
I mean, you could say that, and immediately busts in, like, "Well, you know what? If everyone wasn't just such a fucking thief, we wouldn't have some problems."
Language, please. There's a child on the other end. Goodness.
What?
I feel like she's just physically deaf. To
She's just like, all she
swear
hears is like,
words.
beep. It's just like
She
static.
she just goes into a fugue state anytime someone swears. What?
Alright, roll the dice. Move your mice. Let's do this.
I did.
What'd you
Lennon
roll?
got a 15, Kennam got a 2.
Oh,
And Svein got a 17.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
What is it?
All right. We'll start with that 2 there. Oh, you guys are gonna get a kick out of this. And she starts rummaging through, and she's like, "Oh shoot, Hubert, where's all the? We hung up like a bunch of cloaks. Where'd they go?" And he's like, "Oh, they're up here." And he like uses his nimble arms and like plucks a cloak from like the top shelf. She's like, "Oh, thank you, sweetheart." And she holds out the cloak, and it's like it's a very basic looking cloak. Like nothing very special about this. It's black. The inside kind of shimmers a bit. And she says, "Check this out. Is this not the coolest thing you ever saw in your life?"
I can't see it.
Well, here, you can hear it. And she holds up the cloak, and it's like, wait, I'm gonna see if I can do a sound effect. It's like, can you hear that? Excellent. But listen, so totally normal cloak, right? Check this out. And she like whips the cloak around, and she fucking vanishes.
Today is the day of invisibility.
I thought that the color was yellow today, but it's clear.
It's
Isn't that the
clearly
coolest?
not.
Listen, isn't that cool? Listen, Hubert, my man over here, he's got like this cool attitude for sewing. And Hubert's like getting red in the face, like, well, I mean, it's not. I mean, I'm not. I mean, and Lee's like, psh, don't you get all flustered. This boy
If you
made.
could sew, why were you a guard?
Well, I mean, I wanted to help the town out with, protection and stuff. I mean, I wasn't very good at that, given what happened.
You just need
In fairness, it wasn't your fault.
That is true.
Entirely.
That is true.
I'm tired.
Entirely.
That's very nice, Hubert.
Thanks.
It's
She's
kinda
like, yeah.
insane.
Listen, Hubert, if we're being honest, Svein did set the castle on fire.
What? No.
You did what?
I didn't do that thing. Shh.
No, I didn't.
Alright, okay.
So she is going to,
Okay,
yes,
okay.
hand you a cloak of invisibility. Now you have 3 invisibility things, and I want to kill myself.
So that's going to
Everyone
land.
help.
Oh, God. All right.
That was...
Now, she's like, all right, next person, let's see here. And she's like shuffling around the bottom shelves, and she pulls out this potions jar. And it's like, how do I describe this? It's like somebody bottled up the nightmares itself, and like it's just floating around in this bottle.
You can't drown your demons. They know how to swim.
Yeah. And she's like, all right, so me and her highness mom were doing a little experimenting. And she said that this would also be a handy weapon if I found myself in a fix on my way to the Astral Puddle. Felt totally not cool using it, but if you guys want to use it, you go for it. She calls it nightmare fuel. So here you go. Please take this off of my hands because it just
Grabs
freaks
it
me out.
immediately.
Yeah, this shit freaks me out. So basically, nightmare fuel is a poison that will allow the user to enter and manipulate another person's dreams.
For
We
how
are using
long?
we're Inception. You gave us Inception juice?
Pretty much. For how long, I cannot say yet. You will have to inspect that later because we're on a bit of a time crunch. And finally, for you...
Are you going to use that on that elf?
Maybe.
How many dreams within dreams can we go into?
Not
with
that
this
many
juice?
dreams. We are not pulling a Rick and Morty. That's not happening. Finally, she's like, and for you, Svein, this will be fun. I should have clarified, because with this spinning wheel, it, like, lands on something. So for Kennam, it landed on, like, a clothing piece. For Lannon. Yes, for Kennam, it landed on a clothing piece. For Lannon, it ended up on, like, a picture of a potion. For you, Svein, it's, like, on this question mark.
Ooh.
And she's like, ooh, baby, this is gonna be fun. Hubert, can you get the, that one, and he, like, immediately knows what she's talking about. He, like, goes to the back, and he comes back out, and he's holding, a really weird-looking piece of technology. Svein, this looks very, like on akin to the level of technology that you have seen with Florence. It it's not, I would say it's kind of gun shaped, like a little bit, but like the point is very narrow and it looks like you can stick something. And there's this big opening on top, like you could, again, like stick something in there. And she says, so this is kind of one of my older pieces when I was talking about them ruins up in the sky and that friend I had. But anyway, not the point. This is a little near and dear to my heart. I'm so glad someone gets to use this. You're gonna have to show me sometime. But basically, you put in gemstones, and this bad boy shoots out like fucking, I don't even know how to describe it. I think I just gotta show you. And she like rustles around and she picks up like this bright pink crystal, and she shoves it in the top, cocks it, and then like lets it loose, and you see just like this of light just like shoot out from the nozzle. And it doesn't even stop there. Like you see, like she aims at the countertop, and you see like the light is sticking because it's these little gems, and they're sticking to the cart. And it's like, you can put these gemstones on anything. And Hubert came up with a really good name for it. What'd you call it, Hubert? And he looks kind of embarrassed, and he's like, I called it the Bedazzler, I guess.
God damn it, Cat.
Alright. Might I just, if I may.
And basically, you have like a light gun of sorts where you can shoot enemies with,
So it's fairy fire.
Yeah, kind of, but it's like, it's little bedazzly cubes.
Oh my god.
And you
We're
can
gonna
like,
enchant the shit out of those gems to explode or something.
oh yeah,
know
like
that,
you
right?
can, basically what you can do is you can either fire these off as projectiles, you can like fire them on the walls, you can deck out your armor to have this, and, or your weapons or whatever, and it's basically a constitution save, or it will blind an enemy for 1d4 rounds.
Bedazzle their eyeballs.
Pretty much. And all you have to do is stick a gemstone in it of any color, and it will fucking bedazzle the shit out of everything.
I need to
Bedazzle
lay off the bedazzling. They're pants, not a chandelier.
So I'm excited for you to get home, and then Jam realizes what this is, and she just bedazzles her everything.
Oh, we're keeping it away from
yeah.
her.
Gonna get
Oh
up
my
in the
God.
morning,
I'm not
go
sure if
downstairs, and
prestidigitation
just
can get that out.
Yeah, so that's... Jesus
ah.
Christ.
But this
Wait,
this looks
Kat.
like fun.
It's gonna be fun, yes.
Does glitter exist in this world?
I mean, it does now.
Fuck.
Yeah.
No.
This is glitter.
No.
It's just lethal now.
Congratulations,
It's the
you've
herpes of the crafts
weaponized.
world.
Congratulations, you have weaponized glitter.
I did it, guys.